can't look at my
notes. Would you rather go to jail for something would you go to jail for something that your kid did?
I seen some. I think it was Joe Budden podcast. I think they was talking about it. Would you sit down for 20 years for your kid if they got in some trouble?
Fuck them kids.
It would depend.
I'd expect nothing less.
It would depend on the crime. It would depend on the crime, and if it's like a repeat thing, like if it's something like they got in trouble for before, and I was like, yo, like, stop doing that shit, your ass gonna get in trouble. And then they do this shit again, and then they get locked up. Hell no. I'll be like, look, dumbass, sit your ass down. I'll see you in 20.
I'm at a toss-up there, because it's like, I don't want to go sit down either, but I want my kid to go.
What age? Like, I feel like that does play a factor, bro.
Young adult. Let's just go with that.
It's like 18 to 24.
So if you're a young adult, by that time, probably pushing 50. I lived my life pretty much at that time.
No, you have not.
At 50?
You can still do a lot more. So you make it to 70.
30
That's
left.
20 years.
I mean,
you can do a lot in 20 years.
Clay, I'm low-key.
Retired?
I feel you on that.
You see what I mean? Like, at 50, I lived pretty much my life. Like, what am I going to do at 50? I mean, travel and shit, like, cool. But if I haven't really lived a full enough life by 50, I did something wrong with my life.
What if you have other kids?
I ain't did it yet. I ain't gonna do it.
What about your other kids? Some of us have multiple kids, so you just gonna give up your life?
It depends. I did 50. I mean, like, I made it to 50. My kids didn't really get to live their life yet, but I pretty much lived my life.
So you're gonna abandon your kids for one kid for the one kid?
If that nigga say I abandoned him at 21 years old, like I was in your life until you got some trouble at 21, then you talking about my dad abandoned me.
Not him. I'm talking about the others.
After I'm taking time for you now?
No. Like,
at that you have that mindset? That's
the
crazy.
other kids, I mean, like, if I sit down for that time, my other kids already understand why I'm going to jail. It ain't like a nigga abandoned them.
Shit, Clay telling his 3-year-old, I'm about to go to the store and get some milk. Come back. Come
Face
back into
ass, bro.
Come back at 70 and shit. But like, I thought about it. Like, it depends on the crime, because you out here doing some predator type stuff. Like, I'm not about to sit down for you for that.
No.
That's on you, my boy.
Yeah.
I'm not about to sit down for that. And also, like, it's like Mike said, if you keep doing dumb shit and I keep trying to correct you, keep trying to steer you away from it, and you just not listening, then you get caught up. It's like, you need to go sit down. And I have a son. Boys, you might need to go sit down.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so, like, say, for example, King talk about, so, I'm a gangbanger, daddy. I'm a blood. Selling drugs and doing all kind of stupid shit.
Not
You
my
might need to go
nephew.
sit down.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, shit,
Yeah.
Not my baby.
You might need to go sit down then and go be around them real bloods and see if you really about that life like you say you are.
You know what I'm saying?
Because most of the time people just like saying it because they think it's cool.
Facts.
And then you get tested for real once you get in there around some real bloods.
Real shit.
Like how you get put on.
What if it was like they were framed or it wasn't? You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, that's tough.
Would you go? Would you go?
Tough.
If they were framed?
And you knew, like, in your heart of hearts, like it
my
was
kid
them?
could never do this.
I feel like every parent goes through that though. And being a parent now, I understand more why parents be like, my kid would never do that. Because you truly don't, like, I raised you from a baby. I can't fathom my kid actually being this until I got to see hard evidence that this is like my son doing this. So I get it. But if my falsely accused, I don't know. It depends on what you falsely. Nah, I don't think I would want to go sit down for you getting falsely accused. I think I would want to fight the case. Because if you out trying to fight it, it's going to be 50-50 believable compared to if I go look for it and find it on my own. It's
All right, now
it's more believable in my eyes.
I'm about to fuck the game up. So now say if he doing something that involves money, he was like, yo, Pops, like they saying I'm about to do 20 years. I done stole like 500 mil. I give you half if you take this 20 from me.
Like money laundering. Oh, sorry.
You get out, you
250
got 250 mil sitting there.
20
chilling.
years though?
But
Is it worth it?
You get, like
it
he said,
depends.
what if you're 50?
It depends on if I take this, is the case closed? If I'm taking this and the case not closed and they still looking, then you end up in here with me and that money's gone. And also, it also depends too if that money gonna be gone.
Because it's like $250 million. Like that's more money than you see in a lifetime. So fuck
Yeah,
for 20 years. Like you know what I'm saying?
But
Like,
by the time I get out, like I'll go
Ain't
sit
no
down for you,
guarantee.
so you have that money to go live your life, take care of the family, take care of everything we need. So by the time I get out, I'm gonna have a limited time to even enjoy whatever is left. If he a young adult by that time, I'm gonna have a limit. If I get out, if I make it through that whole 20 year, I'm be on the ticking time clock.
what would you do, Alicia?
I ain't doing it. I don't have kids, mind you, so take that with a grain of salt. I'm not doing it. If you did the crime, you're doing the time.
Josh,
That's
you
just how I
what you
feel.
thinking?
I'm gonna put something in your commissary.
It depends on the crowd. Like if you got
I'ma
into a
make
drunk bar,
t-shirts,
if you got
free
into a
my
bar
baby.
fight, if you got into a bar fight or some shit like that, like I might go sit down for you to
I'm
avoid
not-
letting that get on your
Facilitate
record to mess you up.
You decided to fight. Why do I
No,
have to sit in
no.
jail for your dumb actions?
It don't always be that way. Sometimes you
feel
get thrown in the fight without even being the one that initiated.
You should have put yourself in that
But I
situation.
mean, it's probably just be
It can't
jail,
be that
right? Like not prison. Like if it was prison, it'd be different. Like you know what I'm saying? Because it's definitely levels to it in that respect.
What I'm getting out of this is that there's like a very fine list of what I would sit down for my kid for.
Yeah, like
Yeah. You better
All right,
than
no
me.
cap. If I was
that's
sitting,
not many things, bro.
if I was sitting in the car with my kid and it was like I got a gun on me and the police pull us over and somebody got to take the charge, I'll probably take the charge for it. I'll take a gun charge for my kid.
I would take
I think
a
I would.
charge
I'll
if
take- I'll
I
take-
don't have to do
I'll take a
time.
charge. You know what I'm saying? Some like some little shit. I found some weed in the car. Who gonna take the charge? I'll take the charge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would do that.
But if you were riding around with cocaine in the trunk and you ain't tell me, the cop pull up on you like, nigga,
That's you.
It's his.
you got a whole brick. You
Oh,
got bricks in that
the
bitch.
trunk.
And you ain't mentioning a word to me, I'm not taking that rap, bro.
Hell no.
You're
Hell
like,
no.
Dad, I ain't your daddy.
Right.
I ain't taking that rap, bro. You clearly living a life more than you live in the life that I never even like fathomed you would be in. And the fact that you ain't tell me. And you like now we getting pulled over, you expect me just like, yeah, I got it.
Just on the spot be able to take that? Ain't no way.
Nah.
I would say just in general, for me, ain't no way, bro. I don't really think I could, man. Unless it's something real simple like that where it's like you kind of saying just cut and dry, not a drawn out type of thing. Then I'm like, it's not happening under any circumstance for me.
Because I feel like the whole money laundering thing, where if I stole 500 mil, I feel like one is going to be a paper trail, and there's going to be a lot more people that go down with besides just you.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't
Yeah.
even know if I would take that charge because it's a high chance if I take this charge, you going down too. Now we both in here, and ain't no money at all. And like Alicia said, if we got more kids, and Kayla is like, damn, now both of us out of the house. So it's like, I wouldn't want to take money laundering. And plus, I don't think you're getting just 20 years for money. If you stole that much money, they throw you under the prison.
I feel that shit.
It's a very fine
It's
list of
max
what I would take for
security
my
type
kid.
Mm.
time.
That also makes me think like it's kind of the same, like a side topic. Do you think so? Like the Oxford shooter, you know, his parents are getting,
This shit just got dark.
yeah.
It's the truth.
Yeah, it's like it's the other side of the coin. His parents are getting tried, you know, and they're on trial for, you know, his crimes and certain things like that. Do you think that parents should be held accountable for certain things like that? You think
That's
They
a
hold-
tough one.
That's a tough one. Like thinking about it,
Yeah.
why it's like,
It's like, yeah, I got guns.
because
in
he
my house,
was,
but
I
ain't
think,
tell you what shooter
16,
Mm.
and the gun
I
they
mean-
gave him the gun. It wasn't like he went through the stuff and ruffled. Like they were like, "Here you go."
Shit.
Oh, so they gave-
wait.
they gave it to him knowing he was going to school.
No, they gave it to him as like a gift.
Like a present for his
yeah,
birthday or something?
so he could like shoot around, like kind of in the backyard type thing.
Where did they live at where they could just shoot in the backyard?
Oxford, it's like the
Oxford, it's
farmlands.
it's
It's up
country
there.
out there.
Oh, okay.
So
But knowing
Cool.
that he was
I
struggling
mean-
and had mental health issues, et cetera,
like if you taught your kid gun safety, because I can't even say necessarily like that'll foolproof it, but I look at an aspect of when you were a kid, your parents told you don't touch that stove, you're gonna burn yourself. Don't do this, don't do that, and you knew what not to do. Don't stick that fork in that socket because blah blah. You just knew. Your parents told you not to do anything. I feel like a gun, they should go over the safety with you.
Mhm.
I feel like at 16, you easily understand how a gun works, what to do with it, what not to do. And they,
Yeah,
I'm
they
looking at it from the
taught you.
aspect, I gave you this gun for like hunting purposes and protection purposes. So like, that's what I'm thinking. But at 16 too, I'm still keeping this. When we go hunting, I'll give it to you. When we go into the shooting range, I'll give it to you. I'm not about to just give you a gun.
Yeah,
to
just
like,
let you just have that bitch under your
That's
bed.
what I'm saying. Do you think
Absolutely
it's
not.
like the parents saw because they made it accessible? Like, so you could give a kid a gun, like let them shoot around. There's tons of kids that go hunting and stuff like with their parents, but
yeah. If that wasn't the case, like if he took his parents' gun and he went to school and shot, like to me, that's still kind of hard to just put on the parents too. Because if I'm at work or if I'm doing something, my kid tell me I'm about to go do X, Y, Z. I'm about to go hang out with some friends. I'm taking him at his word. He's going to hang out with friends. Then I'm finding out on the news that my kid committed this atrocity. Like,
but with your
That's
weapon
true.
under your supervision, under your name,
Yeah. I mean, but like that's why, like the fact that they gave him the gun as a gift and he used that to go on this thing, then yeah. But if I got a gun safe and I got it locked and my son figured out how to get in and he got in and got the gun, told me, all right, Dad, I'm about to go hang out with some friends. All right, cool. Just let me know when you get there. Let me know. Be safe. Blah blah. And then I find out a couple hours later that my kid went to the school and just did all this. I feel like that's kind of hard to just put on the parent in a sense.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree to some extent.
You better get a lawyer, buddy.
Yeah.
I mean,
get a lawyer.
I mean, to me, it sounds like they're gonna lose it because you gave him the weapon and it was easily accessible.
Well, they're like a horrible case too because they ran
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah.
Forgot
and
about
got
that.
caught. And got
forgot
caught
they
in
went on the run.
Detroit.
Goofy.
Oh, yeah, they
I
done.
forgot about that shit.
They
Yeah,
done.
that's cooked.
and
they
and he
done.
got sent home like several times, and they kept bringing it back to school. So like that one, but like I think about like the one that we were talking about the what was it, the 6-year-old, like him. How the heck did he get a gun?
Oh yeah,
I think about
6-year-old
stuff like
boy. He
that.
had went to school.
Did he shoot a teacher? or
Yeah, he
something?
shot a teacher.
Shot the teacher
After the teacher then
started
sent him to
letting
the
off
office
shots.
multiple times,
Yeah.
and he didn't got sent home multiple times. They keep bringing the kid back to school. And he came to school with a gun and shot the teacher in the stomach. If I was that teacher, bro, I'm suing the school. I'm suing everybody. This school about to be in my name.
Like the parents should be tried. I'm sorry.
Yo,
How did your
you
6-year-old get access to a gun?
Gun,
A
bro.
6-year-old, hell
Pack
no.
it up.
What?
A 6-year-old should barely even know what a real gun looks like.
Facts.
Other than movies, they should
Yeah.
know what a real gun look like.
Yeah, that's just
Not only that, he knew how to use it.
yeah, that's a result of like
That's
Pack it up.
bad parental supervision. Honestly, like you shouldn't be showing your kid that at that age. There's no reason for that. It's not
he
necessary.
knew where to get it.
He knew how
Knew
to
where it
use it.
was.
He didn't use it.
Knew how to use it.
Hell no.
And the fact that like, bro, if I got a
That's
gun,
crazy.
my son is not gonna know how to get it or where it's at.
Absolutely, yeah.
Like, it's gonna be in a place where he can't get to, especially at 6. At 6, what the fuck? He needs to get a hold of the gun for.
Yeah.
16, he'll know where it's at. I'm highly debating. I doubt I'll even give him the code to get to it at 16. And the only reason he would know where it's at, because I'm like, if I'm gone and somebody come in the house, whatever, you at least need to know where it's at. But that's
Yeah.
still me skeptical on me even giving him the code to get into it.
Me and my
Right.
pops had a conversation. I don't remember. It was within the last few years, but he was like, "Yeah, when we was kids, or when y'all was kids, he's like, you used to have all kind of shit in the house, all kind of guns. Like I never knew it, but I used to have like 3-4 guns in the house, and I had no idea. Didn't even know my dad was a gun owner, gun carrier, but he said he had all kind of shit in the house. I was like, okay, that's how it's supposed to be, though. Shit, for real.
Exactly.
My dad had a shotgun in his closet. Like he turned one of the rooms in our house into his like actual closet for all his clothes and stuff. And a closet in that room, he had his shotgun back there. I didn't know it was back there. Bernard went looking through it and found it and everything, and took a picture of it, sent it to his homeboy. And his homeboy mama had his phone, saw the shotgun Bernard sent to him.
No.
So he got in trouble for that shit.
First thing,
It's
everybody
almost
first
a good
action.
thing, though.
they want to just show somebody something, bro.
Yeah.
I gotta brag.
Keep you from doing something stupid.
No, for real.
Side note, that kid gonna put that in his mixtape when he older. Shooting people at 6 years old.
Yo,
Caught
you
my
ain't
first
shit.
body at 6.
You don't even know.
I told you this conversation
Fuck
got
school. I don't follow the rules.
At least y'all here. At least y'all here dropping bars. All right.